Okay, so I think my cat is a monitoring spirit. She's over there in the windowsill, but um, for the past couple of years, have had to let her stay in my room. My cat, Sigan, by the way, because one of the other cats I have, Indy, used to bully her, and like at night we'd hear just the most like cuddling yell cat screech we've ever heard from a cat. Most likely coming from Sigan because Indy's not that loud, and it would just bother us. And then Sigan just kept getting bullied and bullied. And so I was told, like, you're gonna have to let Sigan inside your room because we can't let it in my sister's room because they have their own cat and their cat doesn't like all the other cats, so it'd be dangerous to them and him and the other cat. And I was like, fine. And they were like, oh, we also can't let Sigan in our room, my parents being in this situation, because I don't know why. I think it's something to do with like cat hair, which is a bullshit reason. I just think they just don't want Sigan in their room. But fine, fair enough. So I take her into my room, and I have to, for a while, close the door because I can't let Indy in. And this turns into the most like shit thing ever because Sigrid comes in, she's fine. She lies in her bed. Um, she lies on my bed on the other end, just doesn't bother me. Sometimes comes for cuddles, she's fine. And then slowly over the years, she just starts being like all nasty. So what she'll do is she will come up. It'll be like 3, 4 a.m. in this case, and she'll rattle the door to be let in. I'm like, oh fuck. Because what she does, she sticks her paw under the between the door and the floor, and the gap's just big enough, and she just put it under and goes, and I was like, oh for fuck's sake, because a few times I had to ban her from my room, because she'd either piss, she would either knock some shit down. She would either knock some shit down, um, she would puke, just, or she wouldn't let me sleep, essentially. That was often the case. So I'd take her out and I'd be like, look, I said to everyone else, just don't let her into my room. This is getting too much. And they're like, fine. Well, not really. My sister would go, oh, poor Vicky, Vicky can't do anything wrong. Oh, poor Vicky. And then she will think I'm asleep and she'll like sneak the cigarette back into my room and like, fun, you did it again. Like, I caught you. Just, yeah. So eventually I gave up and just let her into my room. So yeah, she'd rattle the door, and I'm like, fine, come let her in. She comes up, she wants cuddles. I'm trying to sleep because I have college or I just have something to do the next day. So I'm giving her cuddles and like tell her to shoot. She keeps coming back. I shoot her again, comes back, 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 shoot her again. Shoot, not shoot, shoot. SHOO. And eventually she'd get the message and she would go. And then she would sit in the corner for about 30 minutes. She comes back, more cuddles needed. I'm still trying to sleep. Then she goes, okay, fine, I'm not going to give you, I'm not getting cuddles, you're not getting any sleep. So she goes down into the windowsill and then she goes down onto the door. She rattles, and then I let her out, close the door. She wants back in after she's had a munch more biscuits. and only then will she leave me alone. But mind you, this was around about 5, 6 a.m. So there's no point going to sleep because I have to wake up in like the next hour. And then the eventually I just give up. So recently, Second has turned into, well, no, Indy, the original bully, has gotten too old to be a bully, and she's kind of lost her hierarchical stance. So now Freya and Sigurd's the bully of Indy, and now Indy has piss problems, which was another reason why I had to keep the door closed, is because Indy had the piss problem, where she'd piss on stuff just because she could, just because she could spite people. Um, and yeah, I just let the door open, which is fine now, but that doesn't eliminate the problem that my cat had, Sigyn has, where she just fucking comes up and bothers me. And now she's added the problem of slobber. Now, cat slobber gives me a really bad rash. It makes my skin really itchy. I'm not allergic to cats. I'm not even allergic to fur. The fur doesn't really make me itchy. It's just a slobber. If that means I'm allergic to cats, then I'm okay with it because it's like not that bad. It's just really itchy and sore. But whatever. And like it was a massive problem. Like she'd leave draw on my phone screen. It was disgusting. And I had to chase her off, chase her off, chase her off. It takes about fucking 10 to 15 attempts. And I recently finally found a solution. So what this is, it's spray duster. So essentially it's just the stuff you use to spray stuff out of your keyboard. I found it works really well at deterring singing. Um, I think it's because cats don't like hissing sounds, which, yeah, fair enough. Because I think they either think it's a snake or another cat, which, yeah, it's whatever. So all I have to do is, and she's fucking gone, which is fair enough, good for me. But don't worry, I don't just spray at her. I just normally give her a warning, be like, a second, go away, I'm trying to sleep. And then I'll be like, second, don't get me, let me get the fucking spray. And then I gotta show it to her. That usually does something, like, she usually sees it and goes, and then bogs off. And that usually is enough. Um, she recognizes it, and yeah. But if she doesn't, then I, give it a wee spray away from her, obviously, because I'm not gonna spray fucking whatever's in there at her because that's cruel. Um, and yeah, that usually does the job. But yeah, that's why I think my cat's a monitoring spirit, because I think she was there to essentially cause harm into my life by giving me no sleep and like at all.